everyone, how are you folks doing? So I want to create a video and just explain to you how my business has transitioned. I feel when a lot of us we start with something like a simple business like making skincare products, we're in that organics line, or we're making something like t-shirt prints. But gradually, and years goes by, sometimes uh, God placed something within you that says you need to change your business. You need to change everything you're doing. And this is where I'm at right now. So, if you don't already know, I do have a new page and it is called the Faith-Led CEO. This is actually speaking about everything that is spoken to me based on my business, my personal life, my professional life. And I want you guys to go on this journey. I actually designed my first journal, and I want you guys to follow the page Faith-Led CEO. I'm going to show you. I did some writing on the inside. So my goal is to make sure you guys have all the products for it. It's a beautiful journal. Beautiful journal. And just keeping in tune with where I'm directed. The quote on this one is, "She is clothed in strength and dignity." I have other quotes available, but these quotes have spoken to me through the journey that I have been on. And I also have the bookmarks because this is where I felt my heart was led after consistently documenting everything I have been going through with that journey I've been on, allowing God to be the foundation of my business. So my skincare, hair care brand and candles is in this transition phase. So you will see a little shift on my page. You will still see me making the products, but you will see I'm adding a different spiritual and personal touch to it. So the bookmarks, these are those of you who love documenting your journeys, everything. I could show you, let me just show you for instance. So I do make like my bath products, my bath salt, but I have a special note on this one, as you could see, a special note, and she is clothed in strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. This is taken from Proverbs 31:25. If you want me to tell you how this journey has been for me as an entrepreneur, I feel oftentimes we see stories of entrepreneurship, but we never see the documented challenges that one could face in trying to establish a business. Some people have it easy, but some people actually have to go through those phases of recognition, of visions, of renewal, of reset. And I went through a full transformation. And it is when I placed God at my foundation, I started seeing something different. This clarity of my purpose, my story, what I'm supposed to do started unfolding. I will say this. Sometimes some of us have to go through these phases because it is when you are going through that journey, you learn how to become resilient. You learn how to become the professional boss or leader and CEO that you're supposed to be. It teaches you how to be humble. And that is important when you have an establishment or a business where you have to manage and lead people that is going to be employees or other leaders. It teaches you how to have strength, because in running a business, in being someone like a CEO, there are a lot of things people are not ready for. And this is why you see people could build empires and then they plateau. I will tell you this, it's never too late to find that CEO that is within you. Each one of us have a talent. Some of us, we have multiple, and it is only when you get that vision and you go, so that's it. You get it? So that is the journey to financial prosperity. That is the journey to eternal wealth. I feel everybody speaks about money and trying to work to make money. God took me a step backwards and he said, be patient. I will say another thing, when you're seeing you're getting yourself in a lot of mishap or conflict in situations and challenges, if you align your heart, your mind with where God is leading you, you are in a breakthrough that no one can actually deter you from. When God mentions your name in heaven, the enemy will try to attack you different ways. You will go through that season of drought. I'll tell you my testimony, but you have to go on YouTube to actually understand that. You go through a season of emptiness, homelessness, debt, no money, unemployment, business dead. When you pour out to God what he reveals to you and what he gives you in return, you see that number 7, that's a prophetic number for me. I believe in it so much. He does give you that 7-fold they speak about, and he multiplies it. And if you are someone, you're diligent in your work, you're diligent with prayer, you could request from God acceleration in everything you're doing. And what I learned for that journey, it brings you to a place of humbleness and calm, and you laugh. You understand? You heard what it says? You laugh in the face of fear. This week, I got text messages, calls, and I was like, you know something? Let's go back. Let's laugh in the face of danger, laugh in the face of fear, laugh in the face of anything that does not align with God. Because I know, based on my testimony, I know God works, and he works miracles. So this is just a transition. What I will be doing, I will not say. I will do it in a storytelling where you get a chance to see what is happening. And I hope it speaks to you. And I hope wherever you are, don't think you're stuck. Go to God and speak to him and allow him to transition your business. Allow him to reset you, to rebrand you. Allow him to bring that authenticity and originality out that people will gravitate to. Let me tell you, if you were not getting likes and shares, I think right now, I know I do not have to ask for someone to share or like. I know it will come naturally because I know this is in alignment with God, and I do not have to rush or create this loud voice to be seen, because in spirit I'm seen. And I'm actually right now creating some fall bookmarks. Okay, now those of you who said you do not read, you do not, don't mind my hair. It's like I'm creating some skits, and plus I want it to feel really good. It's like dry and crusty. I will be making some products to put inside of it. I just haven't had the time. If you don't already know, I have pages on Instagram and on YouTube I want you to follow. Developing Kids into Innovators. It's a non-for-profit organization. I founded last year. The work in itself is something I've been doing for over 14 years, and I decided to give back to the community where I'm doing free haircuts, free hairstyles. I also have the 1,000 scrunchies where I'm giving away, and we have a couple programs that is there. The anti-bullying strategy program for my son has been leading. You guys see us going in the community, just advocating on bullying, especially with kids of color. I feel a lot of kids could get bullied, not color, and this is one of the reasons I wanted to have an inclusive organization. I did not want it to be focused on only people of black color. Because I am black, I wanted it to be inclusive to everyone, because every child belongs. Every child deserves to be loved and seen. It does not matter what happened years ago. This is something I try to teach my son. Yes, we are of color, but I want you to follow kingdom principles, and that is, you align yourself with everyone, but you use kingdom principle to separate yourself from anything that is negative. If it is bullying, it is not happening to only colored. Maybe the percentage could be increased, could be high, but we know for sure every lot of kids, poor children, children who are homeless, mothers, I'm saying this, parents who are in shelters, they're not only colors, they're of different culture. So that is one of the reasons why developing kids into innovators is inclusive. And there are certain programs will stress on saying, yes, we want recognition for people of color, but this is something I approach and using statistical data to say, okay, the percentage is very high in that demographic. It's something I'm teaching my son. I want him to be inclusive in everything that he's doing, and one of the main reasons why we stuck to that. Yeah, so a lot of things coming out. I'm just using God as my guidance and direction on how to structure everything, because when you look at my personal page, I try to post everything. Sometimes it could be cluttered if someone doesn't know the other pages, so I use my personal page as a filter, or just to show everything that I am doing. So first, developing kids into innovators is the youth organization. Then Faith-Led CEO is where I take you behind the scenes of establishing yourself as a CEO with kingdom principles, the blueprint of God. And I show you, I feel a lot of entrepreneurship programs, they don't take you back to the foundation, which is from Genesis, where God said and gave instructions to men on what they should do, how to labor and be fruitful and multiply. So that is one of the reasons I had to do Faith-Led CEO, because of my journey through entrepreneurship as a professional, and as like in my personal life, as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, as a daughter, as a sister. That's one of the important reasons why I feel Faith-Led CEO is one you really need to follow here on YouTube and on Instagram. Then I have Darcy Kane Organics. This is basically the brand that is in the transition phase, where I'm adding everything with the home decor and the stationery to it. So I'm hoping that you will follow along this journey. I'm hoping that my story and everything I do is going to be an inspiration to you. And I want to thank you for those who subscribe to both the YouTube platform. One, I take you behind the scenes of working, where I'm in the community, and one, we dive in to just that professional podcasting, education, but you get to see real life situation, whether it is going to a pre-construction site, real estate, and then just showing you how I stage a home, to just having a conversation with an entrepreneur who has gone through different challenges and became successful. I'm hoping that this story speaks to you. I'm involved in a lot within the community as well. You get to see clips of that. I love sharing other people's work, and this is what I feel God has spoken to me to share, because I'm multi-talented, multifaceted. They could consider me to be a Renaissance woman or polymath, and I feel this organization and structure will give you a clear picture as to what I am doing. Do know that I do have a profession that I don't usually speak about on social media. I just like to prefer to be known for what I do with community. When it is time for me to share everything that I do, I feel I will open up to that. So I hope you guys subscribe to my YouTube platform. That's Darcy Kin and the Faith-Led CEO. Yeah, and Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I create 1-2 random videos and stuff. but I love my YouTube platform, and I'm hoping that you guys could be a part of that journey. Wherever you are on your entrepreneurial, professional, or personal life, I hope that my story, everything that I have done, all the roadblocks, all the challenges, and how I surpass that is going to speak to you and gonna guide you to become the successful entrepreneur that you're supposed to be. The CEO that is within you is going to come out. Yeah, so this is, you see these ones? I'm designing this one. I have to do, somehow I think one side does not cut really nice, and this is expensive. Yeah, I need to contact the company because somehow it's not sharp enough. So I'm making it round edges. This is just for protection, especially if I have kids that purchase my stuff. Kids purchasing my things, you want to make sure that they're protected. Some of them I put tassels around them, right? See, this one is this color, and I have this one. Very nice design. This one has coat on it. I'm going to try different styles, so let me know if you guys want to get some bookmarks. See you guys in another video. Bye everybody.